Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your Metal Market Wrap-Up, and this wrap-up is for Thursday, and we're now at the 8th of September, 2022. Football tonight. Can you believe it? Yep, this is the kickoff. So, you're out of summer. You're in the fall when you know that's going on with the pros. Thursday night football coming back. All right. It was a tug of war today in the stock indices. They were searching for direction. I told my subscribers this morning that today was going to be a rough day. It's going to be a battleground day. The market was going to try to figure out, does it go with one hand and say, Fed Chair Powell, he's still staying that route because he was speaking this morning, and that's going to break the market because he's talking tough. It did for a bit. Or does it come back and say, we got a CPI number out, and I'll bet that headline number gets weaker, not stronger. Now, tonight, before we go anywhere, in my full research tonight, I give the definition, because people rarely remember it, of what is headline inflation and what is core inflation. The Fed really focuses on the core inflation because what you want to strip out is the volatile energy and food. Now, if you think about it, energy prices are always all over the board, and food prices have been. Now, when you bring back in rents and you bring in streaming TV and all that, you don't see that inflation busting. And you're going to see on the CPI number, that's my guess, that those that are betting, the Fed's going to break even, that they're going to have to break their policy sooner rather than later, they'll be focused on headline, not the core inflation. It's my own guess. I don't know. But that's what I'm assuming it's going to be. When we look at gold, as you can see, gold is just staying underneath the 18-week average of closes. For the week, we're down 0.16. In other words, we're pretty flat. We haven't gone anywhere. When you look at a daily bar chart, you can see all this action of flatness, and you see that it came in pretty much against this past level here of the 1700 zone. The pattern with today's rally changed. Now you're out of that downtrend. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me bring you over here and just show you. We had gone through this yesterday, and I'll repeat it. We have gone through a pattern of lower highs, lower lows. With today's action, you got up through here, and what that means in plain English is the market's no longer in the downtrend. It hasn't begun an uptrend, other than the swing line is up. But when we go to the very next chart, you're still under the 18-day average. So the bias is down. The two fight each other. I think the market is going to make a run, possibly towards the 18-day average. Let's get why. When you look at the Bollinger Band, you held it and you moved to the right-hand side. And the question is, you either embed right now or you follow through because you had an embedded reading that you lost, and you finish up your move of going towards the 18-day average. You'd have to take out this low before I think that number, the 18-day average, is going to be hit. I'd be betting it's going to hit that. That doesn't mean that I'm bullish and telling clients to buy. No, as long as you're under that 18-day average, I don't believe that's the game plan. Where the silver-gold ratio is going, and you can see it's worked right back to the 18-day average, that's your battleground. So now if the market sinks under that and can stay there for a little bit, maybe we see silver pick up some momentum. And as you can see, silver here lost that embedded reading. Let's get to it if I can get this. Yeah, there we go. And you'll see it. Okay, so here you are. This is Wednesday. You lose the embedded reading on the close. You got a reading over 21. That tells me that I think price is now going to make a run to the 18-day average before we get under this low. And I think that I'm right on the money there. In the copper market, I have no idea why copper rallied at all. Can't even begin to tell you. China's got more people locked in. If anything, it just keeps expanding. Nomura, the leading investment house, the Japanese one, has branches throughout China, and they were explaining they're just seeing lockdowns happening in many places. I wrote about it in today's research report. In the platinum, you've gotten from low to high, back to the 18-week average. Haven't taken out this high. I know visually it looks that way. It's not what it's done. What set this whole thing up? Well, I can tell you that in 1 second. If you follow what I teach right here, now watch this. You lose the embedded reading right through there. Got your 28. My theory is before you get back down here, you're going to that 18-day average of closes to finish off the rally. Bingo. This is today. This is where you went. I don't care what it does now tonight. That's what it was doing. Getting to these points is never easy. In the palladium market, we have been fighting with a lower low, higher high, but what the market did do, and I don't think it would do it as easy as it did it. I had thought yesterday when we were talking here that if you came up, you still had the resistance of the 100, the 18, and the 200-day average in gray. And what the market instead did, it went through it like butter. Hot knife going right through the butter. So that didn't work out. You're just caught now, I think, in just waves of trading, and I have no idea why. As a chartist, I see nothing there that would get me excited one way or the other to enter the market. And the dollar did something important tonight. The dollar lost its embedded reading. Let's go back here, too, and see where the market was. In fact, let me come back one more time. I'm not going to be able to do that. I screwed it up. Suffice to say, what the dollar did is it lost the embedded reading. Remember, it's not open yet tonight. That reading now tells me you might drop to the 18-day average, so I wait for the very next parts of the market. Today was just one of these days where if you got trades on, the odds were if you're a bottom picker, you did great. If you're a trend trader, you probably gave back something, not big, and you probably got yourself pretty neutral. Where do I think we're at? It's pretty simple. We're now evened up completely going into the CPI report Tuesday morning, and that's going to be your market mover, at least from my point of view. That's where I think we're going to see everything take off. Now, I write about this. I explain it. I have twice daily updates, and if you've not tried it, I'd like to give it to you free. No contract, no credit card, nothing. If you haven't tried it. If you've tried it, I'm not going to give you another free offer at it, okay? It's one time. So we get new viewers all the time, and you get 2 videos in the morning, one on futures, one spiders and ETFs. I say buy here, sell there, do this, here's the reason why. I back up in the futures markets twice daily written reports. Everything I do will have a stop order of some sort with it. Sometimes I'm waiting for the close, other time it's straight stops. I'm looking at momentum. I'm looking at Bollinger Bands, window envelopes, and the like. How do you get this? It's simple. Just go to our website, and from the website, just go to free offers, or just follow my hand here, and at the very top, you'll see an icon if you get up there, and with that icon, all you need to do is give it a click. You'll be right in the area you need. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.